Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and be explaining all the perks that are in this game as of right now of regional launch. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out. Obviously they are not fully out. Like all the perks aren't out, I'm pretty sure, because there's multiple levels. As you can see, it goes all the way to 6 at least, and that's right now. There's only up to 3. But we're going to be explaining all the ones that are out as of right now, because they all have their own definitions already. Some legends already have the same perk. Obviously, they're not going to use different perks, like a bunch. That would be kind of insane. I don't even know how they can think of that many. But anyways, we're going to first start off with Bloodhound, because he's the first legend on the picking menu. So first we have on tier 1, pursue enemy. When shattering a target's body shield, you will be able to see enemies through walls for 2 seconds. Pretty nuts, I think. But as you can see, each legend has only one of the perks. Tier 1, and then tier 2 they also add up to 2, and then tier 3 that up to 3 or 2. I mean, it's another 2, but they're like better. Okay, anyways. Alright, anyways, next up we have evolution. This one, it gives you every enemy knocked down grants your evil shield 50 evil points. So every time you knock down someone, you get an extra 50. So let's say you knock them down with 100 health, you get 150 for knocking them down. Unless the teammate robs your kill, that you don't get that 50. For the second one in tier 2, we have spoiler. Now this one, after respawning, your tactical abilities cooldown is completely reset. So what your cooldown is, in case you do not know, it is the one that's on the left side. I'm not really sure how to explain it. It is on the left side if you have the default controls. You know what? Here, I'll actually show you, since I have basically the default controls. Control settings. Right here, this one right here. This one right here. It's usually right here. That's where it is. But yeah, when you respawn, in case you die, your tactical ability gets reset back to 0. So basically, you'll instantly have your tactical back as soon as you land. Next up, we have tier 3. The first one is winning reload. After knocking down a target, your reload speed will be increased by 10%. So as soon as you knock down someone, reload. I'm not sure how much 10% of a difference is. If you have an LMG, I'm pretty sure this will be really, really handy. I'm not sure if you're an LMG person or not, or sniper. Tier 3, the second perk is called stress. When your body shield is shattered, your movement speed increases by 10% for 3 seconds. So I'm just gonna guess right now, okay? I'm gonna guess 10% is like half of Octane's speed when he uses his stim. I'm just guessing off rip. So just be aware, I might be very, very wrong when I say that. But again, it's only for 3 seconds. I wouldn't say it's an insane perk. Maybe it might be clutch, who knows? I don't think I really plan on using this, but yeah. Alright, though, next up we have Gibby. He has different perks.
Let's make the most of it.
He has different perks compared to Bloodhound. Tier 1, he has emergency battery. So when your body shield is 0, using a shield cell will give you an additional 25 shield points. So basically what this does is, when you use a shield cell, you're going to get 2 bars of health from your shield. And 2 bars in total makes it 50. So each bar is 25. If you have a purple shield, you have 100 in total. A blue one, you have 75. Gray one, you have 50. If you have a red one, you have 125. But if you have 0, before this perk, if you have 0 and you use a shield cell, you get 50 back instantly if you use this perk. For tier 2, the first perk is enmity. Sorry. Receiving a squad mate restores 25 health to you and the squad mate. So whoever you are rezzing, you and the person you rezzed will instantly give back 25 health. Not armor, health. So that is your white bar, which is at the bottom of your armor. You get 25%. You get 25 of that, which is basically, you know, once again, like I said not too long ago, 1 bar of armor. So his second tier, or his second perk for tier 2, we have Dying Dose. This is when your health falls below 50. Using any health item will give you an additional 25. I like tried looking into it or whatever. I'm kind of confused. I literally went to firing range or whatever to test it out. Maybe it doesn't work at firing range. I tried it because I have it on Lifeline. When I use a syringe, it was still 25 or whatever. So I'm not really sure. It might be broken as of right now, or it only works in pubs. I don't know. I'm gonna have to test it out more. But as of right now, all I know is that it gives you just 25. Literally like 25, which is like the original amount. For tier 3, the first perk, we have Med Soldier or MED Soldier. I don't know, however you want to say it. I'm going to say Med because, you know, quicker. Each slot of your backpack can store +1 health or shield item per stack. So basically what this means is if you have a shield cell stacked up, you know, the default is 4. If you use this, you could put in 5 shield cells. Same thing goes for syringes. If you have 4, you can now put 5 if you have this equipped. And as for shield batteries or medikits, you can have 3 batteries or 3 medkits. All right, now for the tier 3, for the second perk, we have Return Pack. After respawning, you obtain corresponding body shield and a weapon based on the progress of the ring. So let's say you're on the final ring. I don't know how you're gonna respawn someone on final round. You will most likely have like gold tier armor, gold or purple tier armor, and stuff like that. But let's say you start off, you die off rip, and you get respawned on first round. You'll most likely have gray items, and then maybe round 3 you have blue items, etc, etc. Alright though, next up we have Lifeline. All of Lifeline's perks was already explained in the other legends, so we are not going to be going and explaining them again, obviously just because that's just too much work. We have Emergency Battery, Dying Dose, Stress, Med Soldier, and Enmity. Also, obviously, if you didn't know, tier 1 is Emergency Battery, tier 2 is Dying Dose and Stress, tier 3 it's Med Soldier and Enmity. Yeah, obviously, if you didn't hear the explanations, I recommend you go back in the videos. If you're just trying to find lifelines, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just don't want to explain them again. Sorry, don't yell at me, man.
Hey,
okay.
That's me.
So for Pathfinder, we have Pursue Enemy, which is the only perk that he has with another person. And that's obviously at tier 1. Tier 2, we have his owns. We have Slow Acting Battery Sure. I think that's how you called it. I'm not sure. Haha. Get it? Okay, I'm sorry. When you are out of combat, recover 1 shield point every second. So, you know, obviously if you can count 1 second, you will gain 1 HP of shield. That's it. 1 HP. Which, it's not bad. It's honestly actually really, really good in my opinion. I think this is probably one of the broken perks, probably. But, yeah. Tier 2, the second perk, we have Restless. This one is 10% increase in movement speed for outside the safe zone. So basically, obviously, if you're inside the storm or whatever, when you know how there's a storm outside, you're getting damaged. You could run a little bit quicker, 10% quicker. Which once again, like I said, I'm not sure if you heard me before. I said Octane. It's probably Octane's stim, but like half of it. I'm not really sure. Oh, my bad. What? Where am I?
Hey, that's me.
But yeah, that's my guess on what 10% is. I'm not too sure. Tier 3, his first one we have Push Pylon. After using a jump tower, your flight speed increases by 30%. So with this one, obviously you're going to be able to go a lot farther because of how quick he's moving while he's in the air on the jump towers. So this is probably nuts if you're trying to get around the map quicker. So if you're trying to get around the map quicker, highly recommend this one. It's going to be really helpful. Tier 3, for the second perk, we have Arms Dealer. Each slot of your backpack can store 5 more rounds per stack. So, what is it, like 60? I'm pretty sure it's 60. So if you have 60 light ammo, you will now be able to have 65 stacked. So, I wouldn't say it's insanely good. Just because it's only 5 extra bullets, I don't think that's going to be that insanely helpful. Next up, we have Wraith. Once again, all of Wraith's perks was explained in a different person's, or one of these 4
just a step in the right direction.
So tier 1, we have Evolution, which every enemy knocked down grants your evil shield 50 points, 50 evil points. We explained that in Bloodhounds, I'm pretty sure. Tier 2, we have the first perk called Spoiler. After respawning your tactical abilities, cooldown is completely reset. Tier 2, the second one is Winning Reload. After knocking down the target, your reload speed will be increased by 10%. Tier 3, first one, we have Emergency Battery. When your body shield is 0, using a shield cell will give you an additional 25 shield points. Tier 3, the second perk is Slow Acting Battery Sure. When you are out of combat, recover 1 shield point every second. And yeah, those were already explained in a different person's perks.
Pistols to our...
Yeah. Anyways,
I can do it all.
going to Bangalore, we also have Bangalore's already used before. So we have, for the first perk, we have Pursue Enemy. When shattering a target's body shield, you will be able to see enemies through walls for 2 seconds. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't explain this one. I'm not gonna lie, so I will explain this one a little bit. So as soon as you break the shield, or whatever, if they hide behind cover, you'll be able to see them for 2 seconds. That's it. Just 2 seconds, you know. 1, 2, you know. That's it. That's all. I'm pretty sure that was straightforward, but just in case. Tier 2, the first perk we have Winning Reload. After knocking down a target, your reload speed will be increased by 10%. The second Tier 2 perk we have Med Soldier. Each slot of your backpack can store +1 health or shield item per stack. Tier 3, the first one we have Arms Dealer. Each slot of your backpack can store 5 more rounds per stack. And for the last Tier 3 perk, we have Return Pack. After respawning, you obtain a corresponding body shield and weapon based on the progress of the ring. Next up, we have Caustics.
Test me. I am correct.
And like I said, this was already explained. All the next legends that are coming up already were explained before, so I'm not gonna explain them again. Push Pylon. After using a jump tower, your flight speed increases by 10% or 30%. My bad. I'm super sorry. 30%. Tier 2, we have Pursue Enemy. When shattering a target's body shield, you will be able to see enemies through walls for 2 seconds. The next Tier 2 one, we have Emergency Battery. When your body shield is 0, using a shield cell will give you additional 25 shield points. Tier 3, the first perk, we have Slow Acting Battery Sure. When you're out of combat, recover 1 shield point every second. And then the last Tier 3 one, we have Spoiler. After respawning your tactical ability, cooldown is completely reset. Alright, we are on to the final 2. Woo! Thank God. Okay.
I'll see you in the ring.
Anyways, Tier 1, Restless. 10% increase in movement speed for outside the safe zone. Tier 2, we have Return Pack. After respawning, you obtain corresponding battle shield and weapon based on the progress of the ring. Tier 2, again, in MIDI. Dude, I don't know why. I just can't get that word right the first time. Anyways, reviving a squad mate restores 25 health to you and your squad mate. Revolution. Every enemy knocked down grants you Evil Shield 50 view points. By the way, it's a Tier 3 by the way. I'm not sure you can tell. Arms Dealer. Each slot of your backpack can store 5 more rounds per stack. And then finally, last but not least, we have Octane. Thank you. Anyways.
My legs are ready to go. Some assembly required.
Yes, Octane, I understand. Tier 1, we have Dying Dose. When your health falls below 50, using any health item will give you an additional 25 HP. Tier 2, we have Slow Acting Battery Share. When you're out of combat, recover 1 shield point every second. My bad, not 2. Every second. Every 1. 1. Okay, 1 second. Oops, my bad. That's not supposed to be shown yet. Restless, we have, for tier 3 by the way, 10% increase on movement speed for outside the safe zone. And last but not least, for perks, we have Push Pylon. After using a jump tower, your flight speed increases by 30%. Woo! Alright. But those are all the perks. So, we're going to go ahead and get into the finishers now. Last, we have,
The day is mine.
last up for the perks or whatever, we have finishers, which is the gold ones. Each tier obviously has only one, and I believe each time it progresses to get better. You know, maybe not. Maybe you might not like tier 3, or you might like tier 1 more. Who knows? But without further ado, Bloodhound, we have tier 1. We have Execution, Loser's Nourishment. Taking down an enemy with a finisher restores all shields and restores additional 30 HP. So obviously, if you do a finisher, you'll get all your shield back, and on top of that, you'll get 30 health back. 30 health is 1 bar and like a little tiny bit of the next bar of armor. That's what that basically is. Tier 2, we have Execution, Ammo Recovery. Taking down an enemy with a finisher restores all shields and refills ammo for your weapon. Obviously, once again, you do a finisher, you get all your shield back, and you get all your ammo refilled back, so you don't have to reload again or whatever. That's what it means. It means you don't have to reload again, or you don't have to reload once you do a finisher. I don't know. In my opinion, that's kind of useless, sort of in a way, unless you like really need ammo like badly. Next, for tier 3, we have Execution, Evolutionary Explosion. Taking on an enemy with a finisher restores all shields and gives an additional 100 evil points. That's pretty nuts. So, obviously, once you do a finisher, so let's say you take down an enemy with only 100 HP. If you do a finisher on that guy again, or not again, but if you do a finisher on him, you'll get an additional 100. So in total, you'll get 200 for killing that guy, or doing a finisher on that guy. But yeah, next up we have Gibby, and Gibby is the
day. Let's make the most of it.
probably quiet. Gibby is the last one that has like their own perks or whatever, like their own finishers, for explanations. So I'm not gonna be explaining the other ones after this. So just a heads up. Anyways, for Gibby, we have Execution, Final Thrill. After taking down an enemy with a finisher, all shields are restored and ultimate cooldown is reduced by 30%. So, obviously you get your shield back once again, and your ultimate cooldown is reduced by 30. This is really good for Gibby if you want his ult all the time, because I know it takes a good while for that to happen. I'm not exactly too sure how much 30% is, but I know it helps a lot. It will help a lot if you're trying to get his ult back. Next up, we have Execution, Tactical Thunder. Successfully performing a finisher refills all your shields and immediately resets your tactical ability cooldown. So as soon as you do a finisher, or as soon as you knock down a person and do a finisher, if you want to do the finisher instantly, you'll instantly get his dome back, or his shield bubble. You'll get that back instantly as soon as you're done with the finisher. It could be useful, but at the same time, it could kind of be useless. And it just depends on how you use it, to be honest. Because, I mean, the dome kind of comes back in quite a short amount of time, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe not. And then obviously, once again, we have ammo recovery. I'm not gonna really explain this because I already explained it before. But yeah, Execution, ammo recovery for tier 3. So once again, like I said, the rest of the characters are gonna have the exact same. I'm just gonna be telling you how much they are, or like what they have exactly. So tier 1 we have Execution, Final Thrill. Once again, I'm not gonna be explaining them because this is just too long of a thing to say. Execution, Tactical Thunder for tier 2, and for tier 3 we have Execution, Ammo Recovery. For Pathfinder we have Execution, Final Thrill for tier 1. For tier 2 we have Execution, Tactical Thunder. Tier 3 we have Execution, Evolutionary Explosion. Wraith.
Just a step in the right direction.
For tier 1 we have... Press it! Okay. For tier 1 we have Execution, Loser's Nourishment. Tier 2 we have Execution, Ammo Recovery. Tier 3 we have Execution, Evolutionary Explosion. Pretty neat, pretty neat.
Pistols to artillery.
Bangalore, tier 1.
Your call.
Loser's Nourishment. Tier 2. Execution, Ammo Recovery. Tier 3. Execution, Revolution... I don't know why I said Evolutionary Explosion. There we go. I don't know why I said Revolutionary. It's kind of weird.
Test me. I encourage this.
Bro, relax, bro. Okay. Tier 1 for Caustic, we have Execution, Loser's Nourishment. Tier 2, we have Execution, Final Thrill. And Tier 3, we have Execution, Tactical Thunder. Mirage, we have...
I'll see you in the ring.
Execution, Loser's Nourishment for Tier 1. For Tier 2, we have Execution, Ammo Recovery. And for Tier 3, we have Execution, Evolutionary Explosion. And last but not least, we have Octane.
My legs are ready to go. Some assembly required.
Tier 1, we have Execution, Final Thrill. Tier 2, Execution, Ammo Recovery. And Tier 3, Execution, Evolutionary Explosion. So yeah, like I said, it's mainly all the... I just said that so much. I'm sorry. Anyways, they're mainly all the same. Obviously because there's a lot less finishers than perks. There was a lot of perks for sure. Obviously though, they don't want an insane amount. I don't think they would want an insane amount, simply because if they keep on trying to add more, it would probably be insanely OP. I wouldn't doubt it, but yeah. But that is all for the perks and finishers. As of right now, there is no abilities right here. See, as you can see, it says exclusive slot function is not currently available. But whenever that does come out, if it ever does, I will make a video on that one. Or if there's any more perks or finishers that get added, I will definitely do one on those. But yeah, hopefully I explained enough for you to know exactly what it means and does. But hope y'all enjoy though. Leave a like, comment, or dislike, whatever. And I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace out.